I'm back, baby!
Wait, hold on. I had this queued up just for us.
Back in the news.
Come on! Gotta love the internet. What? This is not what I wanted.
Sounds like copyright.
Oh, yeah.
This is not. I had this ready for like the last 30 minutes.
Off to a booming start.
This is not.
Man, that was a great can open, and I'm back, baby. You ruined it.
Let's just start over.
What?
Let's just
Wait, here we go. I just wanted to.
Baby tonight.
No.
Let it play, Pat.
Come
Just
on,
let it
Pat.
play.
You should know this.
Come on. You're better than that. I wonder how this is going to sound.
We're going to get a cancellation right within the first 13 seconds.
I guess we all swear now because we're going to get copyright infringement for
Reunited.
Wait, mic coming up. Wait. Here we go. Nope.
This is absolutely awful.
go.
Oh my gosh.
Feels so good.
Reunited.
I know the two-man podcast is bad. This is whole nother level.
Okay. I just. Oh.
Yeah, definitely.
You're making it so hard not to swear right now.
Joe, we got a whole.
This is a real bleep show going on right here. Would you like a bottle opener?
No. I want to make some noises. All right.
That was impressive.
Thank you, Joseph. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us here on a beautiful, beautiful Saturday night.
It is really nice out.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
It's crazy to think that Christmas is around the corner. Before I came here, I went to take my uncle to grocery shop, and they were playing Christmas music, and I was like, oh, this is the first time I'm really hearing...
beer shopping.
No, didn't buy any beer.
Wow, that's a Christmas miracle right there.
Yeah.
Well, he probably has enough.
Yeah.
Is he stocked up?
There's never enough.
Maybe.
There's never enough.
But I was like, oh, wow, Christmas is just around the corner. There's not a lick of snow on the ground, and it does not feel like December.
So we're in a heat wave. Denver is the first time they've not had any snow before December. And Hawaii is looking like they're going to get...
But it's only like the mountain part of Hawaii. It's not like the...
Well, I think there's some...
it was like the one island in the mountains.
But it's going to be like some really... I almost swore right there. There's going to be some really nasty weather.
They have a chance for flooding. A lot of flooding is their problem.
Yeah. Huh. But, I mean, and like cold temperatures and stuff. So, I mean...
You got the fridge open, by
I didn't go in your fridge.
Someone they did.
When did they go in your fridge?
Where'd you get those beers out from?
What fridge? Son of a gun.
There's no fridge.
There's no fridge. What are you talking about? Way to cut off that awesome story, Pat. But yeah, in Hawaii right now, they're getting some really crazy weather, and then all throughout the United States, we're in a heat wave.
That's wild.
Nice. I like it.
Hey, welcome to the podcast, Chris. How you feeling?
I feel great.
Yeah.
Pat gave me the FanDuel lineup to take a look at. I don't know who half those guys are.
That means it's a good lineup.
I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know why Cole Kmet. We're starting him at tight end, but
There weren't a lot of options.
I'm going with the Vikings guy in our ESPN league over because our boy Darren Waller, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mother. This year in fantasy football, let me tell you what. I'm sure there's a lot of people just like me. It's not great.
yeah, look at Joe, who started out 3-0 and is on a 14-game losing streak or
I
something.
stopped. As soon as I knew I was out, I have not looked at my lineup. I don't know who's on a bye. It's done.
Peter's team got ravaged pretty hard by injuries and ineffectiveness.
I'll be honest. If there's a player on my team you guys want,
No, trade deadline's over with.
Yeah.
oh,
That's good. That's good to
that's
know
called
now.
but just for
That's called collusion, Joe. So you can't
just
do that.
for the future.
No,
No,
he could also drop somebody.
It's called.
Teamwork.
Was you gonna say?
I don't give a
Give it to
damn.
me, Joseph. Give it to me.
There's that swear jars are real. So, ladies and gentlemen, if this is your first time listening, if you swear within the first 15 minutes of the podcast, you have to take a shot out of the shot jar, and it is not a fun shot jar anymore.
Now it's more of a punishment.
It used to be.
I mean, Jameson sounds pretty good.
There's Tito's in there. Joe might like that, but I don't like straight
What's
Tito's.
That?
You can mix it up if you want. I'll let you. We'll
You'll let me. You'll let me.
We'll allow it.
This half a Twinkie over here. Tell you what, today.
Stale ass Twinkie.
But yeah, no, it's. I mean, wonderful weather right now. Tomorrow's supposed to be in the 50s, but it's
supposed to rain.
Yeah, Brian's
really?
Brian's supposed to have tickets to the Bears game.
Oh, cool.
And
That could be miserable.
It could be if it's windy and rainy
The
out.
game will probably be miserable watching them get the crap kicked out of them by Arizona.
do we know if Murray's going to play?
I don't know.
Looks like he is supposed to play, yeah.
Didn't they?
Even with Colt McCoy, I feel like they win that game anyways.
I don't know. Colt McCoy looked pretty bad against that Philadelphia team.
No, they won. He won last week. They didn't play Philly. They won.
No, but they played Philly a couple weeks. Or no, was it He looked bad against Carolina.
Yeah, but he looked fine against
that was who they played.
Seattle.
Yeah, everybody looks good against Seattle right now. Look at Washington.
Go ahead, Joe. Get it in there.
Didn't they yell or chant "Fire Nagy"?
They do that at everything now. It's the cool thing too.
But didn't they do that at an away game?
Did they really?
I think so.
They played Detroit last week.
I think, honest to God,
it started at his son's high school game. I think his son's in high school. It started at his son's high school game. The other team was chanting.
Pat, a lot of those words weren't right in that sentence.
Pat's had 2 sips of a wonderful Samuel Adams winter lager.
Chris, can you want to give us a taste stuff?
You gotta open it for me real quick.
You got it.
So tonight we've got.
I can't taste the Coors Light.
The liquor
it's still crisp and refreshing.
That's all that matters.
The liquor on this table is pretty massive.
Substantial.
It's a spread.
It is a spread.
It's a charcuterie board of alcohol.
That's a great analogy.
Yeah.
You are just a wordsmith today, Joseph.
You're a man among boys.
I'm no Pat
Joseph.
Lynch, but I have my moments.
Okay, Chris. Juan is about to drop off our order. So
Juan?
Juan.
Takes Juan to know Juan.
Yes. What do you call cheese that's not yours?
Nacho cheese.
Nacho cheese.
I should have known that.
So good. Always a good joke.
I got another one too, but I can't say it.
Wasn't it in one of the the commercials that they had for the not Triscuits? What are the big cheese things called? Cheez-Its?
Cheez-Its?
Yes, well maybe, or it could have been the Dorito commercial too.
It's like how do you know when our cheese is ready? And they use that joke. They use that joke, and then they got checked not ready.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
I have to apologize. That story I came up with at the end of the last podcast, I could not
Completely false?
No, I don't think it's. I still believe it was real.
What was the story?
So on a Joe Rogan, I believe I heard this on a Joe Rogan.
Is this about him taking horse tranquilizers? Missed that joke last week. Had to get it in.
I thought you were going to call in with it, honestly. On your way out, I thought you were going to hit that one as well.
Couldn't.
Oh, the Starbucks was too far when your warm apple juice is not really warm.
Oh, that's a bummer. They have apple juice?
What is this milkshake
That's awesome.
thing?
You put it in the microwave.
It's got a nipple on it. Oh.
That's how it keeps you safe.
Do I got a straw?
No, they don't do straws.
No, there's no straws.
What the hell am I supposed to do with that, Pat?
Suck it.
It's for the listeners at home. It's the lid that you would put on the top of an icy.
Yeah, they don't do straws anymore because it's for the turtles.
What, they have paper
Oh, I almost
straws?
swore. God, at least I'm more conscious.
We're almost there.
We're getting there, huh?
We're getting there,
I
yeah.
can't wait to get that F-bomb
I'm
out.
throwing I'm like the guy in Jaws throwing the chum over the boat, over the boat here.
Pat's the little guy talking shit to the big guy, just going, "You can't do nothing."
Yeah.
That big guy just gonna come down and drop a fist right on top of his head.
All right, we're in Borat, where she's like, "You'll never forget this."
Yeah.
You'll never forget this. And then he got it. So last week I told the story of,
saved for 15 minutes.
because I know you listened to it. This episode 60.
Yes.
But you know, we'll sidetrack and we'll come back. We did the Thanksgiving special.
Is it weird that I
Nice,
don't remember
Chris.
the story at all? That I was there for the story.
Oh, Pat, you're so special.
Can you just let the guy tell a story? I'm quite
Can I get
interested.
another burp too while you're at it?
I didn't quite get to episode 60 yet. I had to catch up.
You were part of it.
I haven't quite gotten to that episode
If
yet.
you tell Google to, hey Google, play the Saturday Night Pregame podcast, it
says no.
no, it
It
says
literally
episode
says
60. 61 for 60 because we
You did the special Thanksgiving
We
one.
didn't put it as, yeah, so it kind of stinks. So our timing's a little off. We might have to just.
I told Peter to call it number one.
What number one?
And I told you to put a number on that one, and you're like, oop.
I didn't want to.
You should have put
The
special number one.
Special. That's actually tequila. Ron White's
There was
tequila.
another burp for you.
I listen.
I'm getting them in. I don't know
I
how
don't know
much.
if it doesn't affect your burping ability.
Yeah,
That's right.
definitely not. Okay, so
It affected my taste ability. I can't taste anything on the table right now.
It's funny, I can taste what you just ate today.
That was a good one.
How's that peach refresher tasting?
Not good.
That's good.
we ended the podcast last week on a story of these two photographers. We're at a cave and they're trying to get the bats coming out for like.
Oh
a national-
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
that
No, this is a real thing.
That's what I thought too. And they
I don't
got
know
like
if it was
they
on Joe Rogan, but
I don't know where I heard. I thought it was Joe Rogan Because I think he was talking about how disgusting bats are.
Yeah, this happened like 2 years ago, I think, didn't it?
I could not find an article on it. But then I found an article of a woman who did the same thing, and she got pooed out, but she didn't die. These two guys literally died, and they were bleeding from their eyes. I couldn't find the article, though. I felt bad about it. But
That sounds pretty fake.
no, it was a real story. But I did hear, you want to hear a crazy, so looking at...
You know, if you look the Ark of Covenant right in the face, you melt, right? You know that?
Thanks, Chris. Thanks,
So I
Chris.
let you know.
And so in researching that story, I found a crazy story about eating moldy bread.
Okay.
Okay, I'm
poor-
all ears.
This poor guy. So I never thought moldy bread could do anything bad to you. This guy ate moldy bread. The mold traveled up his nasal cavity, got like stuck in his nasal cavity, and started to grow there, and it was eating his face. So they literally had to cut his eyebrows down to the top of his mouth out.
Oh my God.
Insane. And then they had to do he was like one of the first guys who got like a face transplants, but sadly he only survived like 5 years after that. But like they showed him taking his face off and on. It was insane.
Oh my God.
Could he interchange
You
with
also
other faces?
eating a bad piece of bread.
That's what I was thinking. I didn't know that moldy bread but that mold is just you don't want to get mold in your
Well,
nasal.
it kind of sounds like, what is it, when you're, we tell you in the South, if you go swimming,
Oh,
you test
yes.
you test the water first, because if the water's warm, there's likely pathogens, and you go into water and the pathogens will go up your nose. And
then
they'll-
eat your
When you say the
eat
South, do you mean like South America or like
But
No,
just
Texas.
anywhere
Warm.
even like warm weather,
Yeah.
like
We're
even
talking
the
like
States.
freshwater fish, freshwater.
Freshwater, yeah. Like so,
Yeah.
if you go
that's
into
even worse because it's still
Yeah.
it's
So
You
the
don't-
ocean. So the ocean's good.
Yeah, so if you put your test the water before you go into it. If it's warm, don't go swimming in it, because
Yeah.
there's probably a whole bunch of bacteria
Isn't the
and
water always
pathogens in
warm
there.
in like the summer? Down there?
No,
yeah.
it's still gonna be cold. Like,
Ladies
it's
and
not gonna
gentlemen,
be
you gotta
super
listen to Chris because he's got some good tips. Today I was running in the morning. Not humble brag. It was cold outside.
I was dying.
And my chest was killing me. And I go inside. I'm like, and Chris told me the last time we ran last Friday when it was like 5 degrees outside. And he's like, come inside and drink warm water in your chest. Like, you know how like you breathe too like cold.
Oh, yeah.
Drink warm water, even a little bit like hot water, and it goes away in a heartbeat.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I almost swore.
Where are we at? We're
We're
close.
at 12 minutes.
12 minutes, baby. 12 minutes.
Who's gonna make it?
We're all gonna make it, okay?
Yeah.
I believe in us.
You're such a Twinkie.
You're condescending blank hole.
I'm gonna try to get into my nipple over here. All right, so why don't we get into Sammy Adams? What do you guys think? The winner. So
Chris, give us. Let us know what you think.
Let me get a quick
Pat, you want to try that joke one more time? I don't think it caught the first 7 times you tried it.
Wait, I honestly didn't hear it. What did you say? That?
He asked Chris to review the beer again for the fourth time.
Oh.
It's festive and smooth.
Give me a good reading on it, Chris.
All right, winter lager. No matter what or how you celebrate, this spiced holiday lager's rich malt notes and accents of cinnamon, ginger, and orange peel are perfect for any festivity. Signed by founder and brewer Tim Cook.
Okay, so you're supposed to taste notes. You're supposed to have notes and accents of cinnamon, ginger, and orange peel. Let's try it again.
Chris, you read that like one of those Audible books. I mean, you
Like
have,
an angel.
You have quite the voice.
That just sprayed its beautiful little note.
He's been resting. He's been resting his voice all
I
week.
have been. I've been waiting for this day.
I don't know.
I don't taste anything.
I don't taste it. I can taste it. I don't taste
I'm
any of
getting the
those things.
malt. I'm getting the dark.
It's got like
I don't taste any orange, citrus, or anything like that.
It smells like
it's got like that season. I don't know. It's got like a winter, like Christmas seasoning taste.
I don't taste any cinnamon at all.
Mm-mm.
I'm
No,
not getting any orange. It smells.
It
Yeah,
smells like
I do
nothing.
get-
Like
I do
orange.
get the malt.
Yeah, you get malt. But you're not
Yeah.
getting any orange.
No.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a bad beer, but I don't get any of those things that they're telling
I
me.
like it.
Thanks, Chris.
2 thumbs up, Chris.
That's a great job.
I try.
You're doing God's work over there. Okay.
What can I say?
Let the man
You
do
know-
it, right?
You know, the Coors Light and the winter lager all taste the same.
We gotta get
The
Chris.
refresher really tastes great too. You know.
Chris misses one podcast. He's gonna get us 30 minutes in right away.
Goddamn right I do.
Ooh, getting close. We're all tempting each other here.
I know. We got 5 seconds.
4, 3, 2, 1. Joe, we good?
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck all y'all, you stupid bitches.
I was really hoping you'd drop it, and I'd be like, I'm just joking. But
I'm just kidding.
yeah, once you double checked, I was like, nah, I can't lie to the man.
You know what's the worst? When I was listening to last week's podcast.
Pat Lynch?
It actually is a story about Pat Lynch. I was listening to the podcast. And
Fucking nailed it.
And I was enjoying the shit out of it until the point where at 12 minutes I swore, and Pat Lynch couldn't have been a kid. It was Christmas. It literally a kid on Christmas. I was so
Can I
pissed.
see this, by the way?
That's in the basement.
Oh, it's in the basement. Okay, I'll take a look at it later. Yeah, when I heard Pat, there was a cheer in Pat's voice.
There was such
talking
a cheer.
about this thing. I mean, it really was.
It was
like,
unprovoked too. Peter just dropped it on his own.
It was about the turkey. I knew, and I get a little hot about my turkey.
It does.
So, okay, related to that, Chris probably had COVID at that point. That's why he couldn't taste the smoke.
I was able to taste the we had a blueberry freaking bar the next day. I was able to taste
Joe, this I set the record straight. You're not supposed to bring that up. It's not. He cannot correct the record. It's already out there.
And his BS, his turkey had no smoke, and he's just trying to blame COVID.
I'm convinced it's COVID.
No, I wasn't.
I was told that 5 and 6 McGraws could taste the smoke.
He is a great cook.
Oh, he was, but you
Great
missed
cook.
the point on this one, sir.
Got a foam dick broom there.
Nice. Nice.
So when I was getting ready for the night, I left the stash and I thought about it.
I'm telling you, I am getting like annoyed of this with the mask, but I'm thinking about keeping just a mustache.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to look.
It's a bold
at
choice, Cotton. It's a bold choice. It's bold.
No,
It's
I can
not
see it.
bad.
I can see it. Yeah. It's not bad.
I would shave
It's no
it to,
big
like,
Mike stash, but it's
No,
close.
I'm never gonna have that. But I was gonna do like a chevron style, so it'd be a little more angled and then kind of
like
like
Ryan Cheverini?
That's what I thought too.
Yeah, he said Chevron.
No,
You
I think
immediately went
I think an example would be this is
can get the Van Dyke.
godlike levels, but it Magnum PI. It's like that kind of like square,
Okay.
and then it just goes down.
Talking about mustaches, if you guys ever looked into Ron Jeremy, he's in jail currently.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know this.
The sweet baby Ray, is he an absolute piece of not good individual?
He's a rapist.
He's right. That's what he went to jail for.
I think he raped over like 40 women.
That's nuts.
Not all of them he's getting charged for like 24, I think.
Oh, shit.
I still find it fascinating that women consensually had sex with him when he was on camera. I mean, he's a hideous looking human being.
Well,
I
that
mean,
was kind of his gimmick, I think.
Yeah. Well, back in the day, he was like the
Yes.
porn star of porn stars and a good looking dude.
Yeah, he
But
wasn't
then-
super fat when he
Yeah,
first
I'm
came
saying
out.
now. I'm saying like as an older guy when he was still getting work was amazing.
Yeah, that I don't get. That it's like
It's a weird fetish that I'm not sure who's into that, but that's weird. You should,
it's like
get some help.
I can only imagine just because of his like legacy and who he was before. Because
I saw him at the porn
nobody's
convention with John Jacob.
Yes.
He was coked out of his
They
mind.
talked. He did something at that
No.
at that porn convention.
Really?
Yeah, he got charged for
Take
something
a
there.
picture, get an autograph.
Hell no, I stayed the fuck away from him. He looked like he had fucking AIDS right there.
Yeah, but so they showed a picture of him because he had a court date this week. The only reason I bring him up because I didn't know how so I read the article, the Rolling Stone article, and he was known as getting away with touching people and being an overly creep because he was a D-list celebrity and a porn star. So he thought he could just kind of but then it turned into and then the Rolling Stones kind of dove into it a little bit more and was like, oh shit, this dude's an absolute rapist. And 24, they're charging him with 24 counts of rape. I think he's in his 60s though. So that's
Oh, I think he is he. I thought he was older.
no, I think he's in his 60s.
Yeah.
We can look that up. Jamie, get on that. But he's going
Wikipedia,
to
Ron Jeremy.
go to jail for the rest of his life.
You're not gonna like that Google search.
I literally went to Wikipedia. That
He
wasn't dumb.
faces 300 years in jail at
Oh
the age,
my God!
at the age of 68.
Yeah, 68.
Or he faces over 300 years. I guess the case hasn't been. It hasn't finished.
I'm guessing most of them will run concurrently, so it'd be
He was nicknamed the Hedgehog.
Oh wow! They would so if he got 300 years,
if he got 5 24-year sentences, he would have one 24-year sentence run concurrently. Let's say.
Interesting. That's
Yeah.
how that works.
Yeah.
Wow.
But you can also you murder someone, they give you 100 years, life plus 100 years. That's you're dead.
No, they're gonna live. In I wonder if he's popular in jail.
Oh
Or is he-
shit!
But actually he's in a medical ward.
He's
'Cause
only 5'6" tall.
Yep.
dude, this guy's tiny.
He's
I mean,
just-
like
yeah.
short-wise, but
He's
very
like the
large.
Pat Lynch of,
The guy's a tripod.
Nah,
Basically,
Jesus,
yeah.
man. That's not something I want to think about. But I saw it, and if you see his most recent jail pick, he looks just miserable, absolutely miserable. He was in The Surreal Life with
Troyer?
Yeah, what was Vern? Was he Mini-Me?
What's the
Yeah.
What's the surreal life?
It's a show that was on VH1. It was like
Oh,
back when
my
reality TV
goodness.
was like a really weird, like really popular type thing. Like they had like that's where Flavor Flav
Yes.
met Bridget Nielsen or whatever.
Oh, it's like where celebrities live in a house or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dealer
yeah.
celebrities.
Vanilla Ice was in there, I
It was,
think.
it was probably around the same time as like Rock of Love and all those, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
those were so good. Or what was the other ones?
Flavor
Flav.
Flav.
Yep.
And then I Love New York.
Yep. She was one of the people on
Yes, Flavor Flav.
Flavor Flav, right? Like
Yeah.
she was okay, yeah.
I just yeah.
Flavor
I
Flav.
missed this trend, thankfully.
And then Rock of Love.
What,
the
Bret
first-
Michaels?
Yeah, his first night, he had a threesome with 2 of the women.
That's wild. That
Bret
is
Michaels knew
wild.
how to do it, Pat Lynch.
Good for Brett
Yeah.
Michaels.
And now he looks like crap too.
Oh, does he?
Oh,
He's
he's
a
got
di-
like
he's a
he's got
diabetic.
like Botox in his face and
Oh,
stuff.
no, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, what an idiot.
Yep.
And then they had a chick on there. Her name was Megan. She was gorgeous. And she
yeah.
had a show, like she wanted to marry a millionaire. And one of the guys on the show was a murderer.
Yeah,
Like,
he made it to like the top 3 or something. They had to cancel her show
Yeah.
because he ended up like boarding himself up in a hotel and killing some chick and killing himself.
That sounds like some bad background screenings.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
Wow.
So they showed like 5 episodes of that thing of her thing, and then they canceled the rest of it.
What if she chose him at the end of the thing too? They're like,
No,
we gotta
yeah,
cancel this
yeah.
show.
What was crazy is like he did like another. Had like another reality show on VH1 that never saw the light of day because he ended up winning that one or something.
Oh,
it was
geez.
some or like he.
I think
he was
that
in the
ended it
top
all
2.
too. Because
Yeah.
they didn't, like, these people are just absolutely the worst. And that pretty much ended it right then and
Wait,
there.
I remember Frank's ex-girlfriend made it on one of those shows for like a hot minute.
Really?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
No, that's kind of cool.
Interesting.
That's what he told me anyways.
Well, maybe you should Google it, Pat.
He had no reason to lie.
There's
I trust him.
that. Yeah, wow. That was a crazy path to where we got to. But
Down Jeremy to
Oh,
down the
that-
rabbit hole of VH1
yes.
TV shows.
What I
Yeah.
want to bring up too is they're bringing back the first class of Real World, and they're
Wow, those people are probably in their
oh
40s now.
they look terrible.
Yeah.
They all look miserable, and they're doing like California, Real World California with all these guys again.
I was surprised to learn that Theo Vaughn and
Oh yeah,
Christina
Road Rules.
Pajitsky came from there, and then the wrestler.
yes, Miz.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was interesting.
the only
That was
season,
cool.
The only season I watched a little bit of was Real World Chicago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I remember the hot blonde.
Uh-huh.
I remember them. What is it? They did a casting call at one of the bars we were at the one time.
Yes. Remember that one time we were at a bar and they did like there was like an actual real world or not like there was like an actual like reality show at the bar.
Yeah, I remember people. They brought in a camera. That was
Yes.
at like Rebel nightclub or
Yeah.
something. It was what's the
I
country
never-
club now.
I've clearly drank too much in my life to remember these things.
But like, yeah, the other one was like I think was at that bar that you hated, Pat. That Peter tricked you to walk out of, and you had to pay.
Oh,
$10 to
Benchmark or not
Wine
Benchmark?
schools.
Oh, it's not Division Ale House, but it's like
Oh, McFadden's.
McFadden's.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
McFadden's. The one night we went to McFadden's, they were hosting tryouts in the back or whatever.
I'm glad that bar is down no longer. If it
Is
burned
that
down,
bar
I would
there
go
or
piss-
no?
No, it's gone.
Yeah?
If it had burned down, I would have gone to piss on his ashes.
I know what you're talking about, Pat. I had some of the best times of my life. at that bar.
my
Oh, I was so sad yesterday when I'm walking when I drove past Lionhead.
That was the worst. The worst part of that bar is like that you'd go in there to like leave your email address and they'd call you like on a Thursday, like, "Hey, you ready to get fucked up tomorrow?" And it's like, what?
Who is this?
Who is this? And like, you want a wristband for 6 to 9 p.m.?
Oh, that was like Mad River too.
Yeah,
We did that.
it was the
Yeah.
same. I think it was the same owners or same
Yeah.
same deal that did that crap.
One of our favorite bars growing up was Lion's Head.
Oh yeah.
Bar.
So what? Yeah.
It's just closed. I forget what it's a pizza place now. I think.
Oh, is it
Wait,
Pizza
Lion's
Hut?
Head is.
Yeah,
wait,
it's
Lion's Head
Pizza.
is gone.
Yeah.
The last time I was over there, that whole entire thing was like closed up. But like I thought
I thought it was
just
COVID. Yeah.
I thought it was COVID.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a Moretti's that took it over or taking
That's
it over.
wild.
Wow.
I don't wonder if that with the apartment if that's going to be just one giant pizza place or not.
It was Moretti's.
Wow.
I was so sad to see it. But I'll tell you this much: those bars over there now, Chris, are kicking it. Back on a Thursday, college kids were getting it.
Dollar Thursday, dollar drinks.
I don't know what was going on, but
High Tops was the best.
That whole entire like Thursday night thing where you could just go anywhere for $1 drink.
Coors Light with the dollar Coors Lights. Everything. The other bars are a little bit pricier.
No, we went down when we were doing Thursdays. We would go down to Kendall's and
Those ones, I'm saying, like,
Is Kelsey's still there?
yes, oh yeah, that's the only bar that I know. Or and then the Chutes and Ladders, but I don't know if it's still Chutes and Ladders. And then the one on the
Halligan's still there.
Yeah,
It's LA Social Club or LA Social or whatever the hell that one that was
No,
Kendall's.
I think it's something else now.
Is it?
dude, the that whole area is ridiculous. You know that old hospital?
Yeah,
This is great
Oh,
for a
yeah.
podcast. This is great for a podcast, but it's like that's a whole nother area now.
yeah, it's a giant condo plex.
It's
Apartments and condos.
yeah, it was ridiculous.
Yeah.
And over in LA, yeah.
I remember that
The
whole
McDonald's,
entire
the
strip
McDonald's is now at Chipotle.
Is it? I remember the
Oh, wow.
McDonald's being out.
Yes, the McDonald's is out.
That whole entire strip of Lincoln from like
And there's a Vel Taco.
to what is it from
There
Sheffield
is a
down
Velvet
to
taco.
down to Racine over there or Southport was all like bars and like I think there may be like 3 on
No,
that
I think
street.
that's actually
You
that's
know
kind
what's
of
even crazier? If you go up Lincoln, like past where the High Top stuff, but that's like a dead area now. Like
there's a bunch of bars
but there's bars we've never heard of.
yeah, they're all new bars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you guys were wrong. You know that German bar? That German bar's still there.
I didn't say it wasn't there.
Next,
I
across
thought
the street from
I
Salt
thought
and
it
Pepper.
I thought it was gone.
Nope, it's still there.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Wow.
Is the taco place still on the corner there?
I can't believe that
Yeah.
place is still there.
Yes, whatever English or whatever. This
Oh,
for
old
no one.
English,
If you
yeah.
ever if you ever come to Chicago, we'll give you all the tips and the tricks. They're
All
really
the,
good.
yeah.
Send us an email.
Uh-huh.
Where can you reach us at, Pat?
The S&P podcast at gmail.com.
Woo! Look at this guy. And what
Yeah.
episode are we on, Ben?
62. It is technically the 62nd episode.
No, it's 61.
61.
Come on, Pat. You're better.
We
than
talk
this.
about the beginning of the podcast.
You're better than this, Pat.
I'm just fucking with you. I know what it is.
I'm so happy we can swear.
Yes.
My butthole was so tight.
you
For 3 minutes. I was
didn't
like,
want to get the.
if I have to do a shot right now, I may
Jack
die.
Daniels honey would have been smooth, Joe.
Oh,
Oh, so
jeez.
smooth.
What do you do with it? Or you don't use the Jack Daniels honey for tea?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you just
That
always
makes
use
sense.
It's not the devil's cut, Chris. It's not that one. It's the
We've
honey.
had the freaking Jim Beam honey too because I got a shot glass of that.
I have that shot
That was
glass
not. That
still,
wasn't
yeah.
so bad. The devil's
No, they're
cut.
all-
The devil's cut was a really.
Terrible
bad.
shot glass. Cool to look at though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think I have it downstairs.
honey
It's
bee
like
one?
the honeybee
yeah,
one,
that's,
yeah.
that's so
I think I
dumb.
got that
We
downstairs.
got that at
That was at Lionhead.
Boss Bar.
No, it wasn't. We got Devil's Cut at Boss Bar. Boss Bar was the honey one. We got Devil's Cut at
Lionhead. I know we
Lionhead.
got one of them at Lionhead.
All right, why don't we bust into our
Whiskey.
or beer? Well, we could do whiskey. Let's do one whiskey. Let's start with Chris. You wanted to try day 4. Product of us.
Yeah, why not? I was gonna say 3 because
Do I need to-
it's gonna
do I
taste
take
like a
the glass
scotch,
out?
but
Joe, since you're up, would you mind getting 4 whiskey glasses from the?
Are they in here?
They're in my then the liquor cabinet, please.
It's hot.
It's not too bad. Smells good.
This is great. Great podcast.
Smells good.
So, again this year, so if you're, but we know you're a long time listener. Last year we did the whiskey advent calendar. This year we're doing it again. Check us out on the Instagram at podcast S&P, and you can see all the cool pictures that Flaviar does for you. And we're trying
Number 4.
Number 4. Let me get. I just.
Of the S&P peers are
Which
dying
is-
to know what number 4 is.
which is literally the one for today.
It's a
Yes,
product.
it
It's
is.
a product.
It's
of
called
Australia.
Starward.
got-
Twofold. It's an Australian double grain whiskey.
Nice.
It's got hints of berries.
Does not.
Yes, it does.
I
It's
didn't
a berries,
smell- I didn't
apples,
Look at the card.
I believe you, but I'm saying I'm not
and
smelling
pineapple. So it's supposed to taste like berries, apple, and pineapple.
this. Berries and cream.
Berries and cream. Berries and cream.
I do the stone. Chris sticks it like a man.
I'm gonna probably take this like a man too, Joe. Not gonna lie, because we're only taking a little sip of sip. Pour yourself a little bit, Mr. McGraw.
Should you pour Joe some?
No,
Yeah, I'll take
It is a
one.
little stronger when you put it.
Or sorry, Pat. There you go.
Woo! Smells like whiskey.
Smells like Teen Spirit.
Chris McGraw just can't wait to get back on the train. I'm sure he's excited to.
Smells like pain.
Everybody pour it around, pour it around. Oh! Son of a.
happened?
I
Beer,
poured a
beer.
lot.
Peter really gave himself a big old.
Ah!
He was like, Joe, I'd like to reconsider. Can I get that ice cube now, please?
Yeah. I went from a shot to a drink. So last night me and Joe were hurting a little bit from our Friday night pregame. We went out to see a DJ that we all enjoy.
Leaky Luke.
And Joe, I didn't know this, but Joe went a little harder than the pink. But me and Brian, so we got there. Oh, you gotta hear this story. We're such old men. We got to the club at
Soundbar. I haven't been to Soundbar.
I've never been to Soundbar.
I was there once before. That is a club.
Oh,
I had been there with somebody. I don't remember.
Felt like we were back in Vegas.
Vegas for sure.
Yeah.
And I tell Brian, I'm like, hey, I'm leaving at like 9 because I didn't want to wait in line.
Yeah.
I didn't want to be outside. I just wanted to get in.
Yeah.
Just because you want to stay in the cold, doesn't work outside.
I wanted to get inside as quickly as possible.
Did you read your ticket? It says, or didn't you read the email that you sent me? It says literally go to the front entrance with your ticket.
Yeah. No.
Oh, okay.
So I got there.
Everybody else did the same thing, so there's no line.
There was nobody in line. I was like, great. This is great. I can just go right in. I'm gonna have a good time.
They're like, "Hey, sure you want to?"
I had my ticket, and he's like, bro, it's 9:45. We don't until 10. I was like, oh yeah, no, I get it. No, I'm just kidding, bro. I'm going to get some drinks. So then me and Brian proceeded to walk around for freaking 3 blocks, freezing our balls off, looking for a bar. Tried 2 bars. Each bars were the classiest bars we've ever been to. So then me and Brian get to have a wonderful date night at a cocktail bar.
Nice.
We go down.
There is nobody better to have a fancy night out with than Brian Hammond.
Oh,
That is true.
There were, no joke, probably 4 bottles of Pappy Van Winkle sitting right in front of me at this cocktail
Did
bar.
you reach out and try to touch him?
Should have smashed and grabbed, and it's gone.
It was.
Forget about laid back Luke, man.
I got a wonderful cocktail that was. You probably could have set it on fire.
Do they have any Pappy cocktails?
I don't think so. I think you literally just.
If somebody went there and asked for.
I was curious. Sometimes they do like weird.
Peg, yeah, go ahead and off. This isn't Austin where the guy's giving the milk here to Pappy and putting it in Jello shots.
That was in but I
And then so we also got to say, so we had one more beer because Joe was running a little late. Joe was having too much fun with the wine. So we are sitting there. We get a saison. This is the worst saison I've ever had in my life. It was a sour. It was awful. And then Brian's like halfway through. He's like, I'm not gonna finish this.
Do you remember what the name of it was?
Not a clue. Not an absolute clue. All right, boys, you want to try this?
Yeah. Chris is like, I already slammed it.
I can really taste the apple in it.
Oh. Don't like it.
I liked it.
Chris, do you feel the burn in that? Like,
Hell no.
No.
I don't think
No, when I said I could taste the apple in it, I literally could taste the apple.
I didn't get a lot of burn on it, but I did taste a little bit of fruity in there.
Oh, that was all burned for me.
That's because you pour like half a bottle.
I got a lot of
Yeah, you had a lot more than everybody else, too.
I think I gotta go. I'm gonna call it a night.
Just suck down some of your whatever that thing is called.
That is fruity. Kind of. That's weird.
Yeah? I didn't get anything but burn.
I liked it.
Oh, God. Okay.
My body is crying.
Okay. All right. Okay. I don't know.
Feels good.
I don't know. We're gonna keep this podcast going. All right. So then Joe was also nice enough to get a advent calendar beer. Mm-hmm. So we got
From the Costco.
Grumpy German Heels. No, that's not right. What's that?
Hellas. Right,
Sure.
Chris? Helles. Hellas.
How do you say it in German?
Hella.
Hella.
Hit me up, baby boy.
Germans and
Hella good, baby.
Hello, good. Okay, let's see if we got anything in here. No, it's all in German, so we're not gonna go that route.
Oh, I'll read you some German.
No, it's okay.
Let me see. There's a
Sprechen
QR
Sie
code. Let me
Deutsch?
so I get in the QR code on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where's the QR code?
There's a QR code somewhere. Yeah, right there.
Is that? Oh, that is a QR code. All right.
This QR code's broken. It doesn't give me anything.
Come on, Pat. You're better than this.
It's not my fault. These Germans don't understand QR
All right,
codes.
pass the cups around, boys. Let's
For
go.
America.
And then, do we want to talk about the COVID scare of everybody's life? Everybody.
Man,
how many
dude.
people have gone down with COVID this week alone?
Or falsely gone down.
Yeah. We had Chris go down.
Chris was a confirmed and positive.
Yes, definitely positive. And then Katrina.
Katrina was a false positive. Which by de facto put me in quarantine for 4 days.
There was 4,000 people in Illinois in one day confirmed to have COVID.
Wow.
That was one of you. You were one of the 4,000.
I was.
That's insane.
You're special.
I'm the man.
But I think that goes to the vaccine only working. Did you know Johnson & Johnson's vaccine only works for 2 months?
Well, they say vaccine.
Really?
It's not really like a vaccine. It's more like a flu shot in a lot of ways. Like it reduces the effects if you get it. It's not a guarantee you won't get it.
Yeah, but I mean, it does also help in
It helps fight. It helps you know that you won't catch it.
Yeah.
But if you do get it, it will help you like fight it off. Your body's
Yeah.
prepared to fight it off. And you're not gonna get super sick.
Or
you can just risk it and say no, I'm not doing anything.
just get that
You
natural.
do you. You be immunized like Aaron Rodgers.
Was there's no QR code for that one, huh?
It was a QR code, but it did not want to work for me.
I'm downloading Google Translate so I can see if I.
Well, I don't think this is actually really says anything. I think it's just the ingredients. So are these all German beers?
Yes, the whole thing's German beers.
Oh, sweet dick.
24 German beers coming your way, bro.
Imported into the U.S.
You know what's great? There's no way we're gonna ever finish all those freaking whiskey ones.
Yeah.
The whiskey is insane. Like,
Well, we have to do 4 whiskeys and 4 beers. We're gonna do 5. We're gonna do 5 each next weekend.
there's no chance. We'll have to carry Joe out of here on a shusher.
I may.
The look at Joe's face right now is pure terror from the thought of that.
I was like, maybe I just won't drink anything.
It's probably a good move.
And I was like,
It hasn't worked out so well so far.
yeah, but it's only small amounts. I'm not gonna finish that Sam Adams.
It's okay, Joe.
Yeah.
Poor Joe Joe went a little harder in the paint than most.
So yeah,
Joe was instead of a Saturday fun day, it was a Friday. Fun day.
Sarah's like, hey, do you want to have a glass of wine with dinner? And I was like, oh yeah, that's sweet. Let's do it.
What did you have for dinner, Joe?
Oh, I couldn't tell you. There was eggplant in it, chickpeas.
So you want the vegan option?
Yeah. Well, I also had like chicken breast.
Oh, okay.
But
What color was it when you threw it up, Joe?
highlight yellow.
No, jeez. Good Lord.
But drank, yeah. And then we just started drinking more and more. And 3 bottles in, I was like, time to go to Laid Back Luke. Let's do it. And
I feel laid back. I'm ready.
oh, dude. Yeah, it was.
I'm gonna be honest with you people. When he says laid back, it definitely was not a laid back concert.
No, it was wild.
Charlie was not definitely laid back either.
Oh
Charlie,
my God, I forgot. Yeah.
Charlie was enjoying his life last
Charlie
night.
was having a good time.
Charlie's a great dancer.
Good for
He's
Charlie.
his full body getting it in there.
Yeah. I don't know why I brought this up.
That guy reminded me of Frank.
Yes. Yeah. Snowboarding Frank.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're supposed to meet him out for some drinks tonight, ladies. What? We gotta get Franklin we gotta get him wiped up. Oh, you guys want to hear a crazy? Well, I probably should. I'll tell you this off the podcast.
Ooh.
I hate when people say that on the podcast. Like when Joe Rogan says something like, "I'll tell you off the podcast." It's like, well, why would you bring it up?
Fuck
Yeah.
you, Joe, and your horse tranquilizing taking ass.
He's immunized. Though.
Hey, Chris, did you try the German beer?
Yeah,
How's it?
that's pretty tasty.
Great. No, so.
I mean, right now you could give me anything right now, and I'll tell you it's very tasty.
Talking about
Beer
the
doesn't
concert.
have much, but like it doesn't have much of anything really going on.
No, it's just a beer. Yeah, nothing special. Nothing to write home about.
It smells kind of interesting. It smells more interesting than it tastes.
Yeah, it smells like it's flat. So, did you guys hear these stories? So, in Europe, there's been a lot of snowstorms, actually. And was it? I forget where it was. It was in England, or there was a OAR tribute band that played at this, like, it was on top of this mountain, and the people got, so on last Saturday night, and then this big snowstorm came, and it cut out the roads. So these people, the tribute band, and everybody who went to that concert in the bar,
Or stuck there.
We're stuck there till Tuesday.
Oh,
Whoa!
Can you imagine that? Like, that's insane to me.
Did the band keep playing?
Yes, Pat.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they were sick of OAR by the time
Yes.
they figured they couldn't go home.
It's probably like Dave Matthews at that point. Like,
Dave Matthews got enough songs to last for 3
Yeah.
days. It'd be good to
Oh
just
my
keep going down the
God.
road. going through the road.
It was funny because, like,
You know there's some guy in there that's like, Inuit or Eskimo, and he's got his dog sled parked outside. He's like, fuck you, bitches. And go
and
home.
for that reason, no, they did interview one lady, and I mean, I guess what can you really say? Like, I hate these people. I want them all to die. This is the worst 3 days of my life. No, all of them are like, oh, I just hope this never ends. It's so fun, and it's just like, you haven't showered. Nobody showers here. You know, most of these people are probably. I mean, if you're an OAR concert, it's probably pretty dirty.
I don't even know what OAR is.
It's a band.
Yeah,
They're kind of like a.
they had an 8-minute song about poker. That's Crazy
Yeah,
Game of
yeah.
Crazy Game of Poker.
Wow.
Crazy King.
They had like a pop hit a few years ago. That Shattered song.
I have no.
Okay, so we'll put that for after because we're already trademarking a reunited, so we can't go 2 for 2. But and then just more recently in Denmark, same thing. These people got stuck in an IKEA.
That's not a bad place to get stuck, though.
That's a good place to get stuck.
You got plenty of furniture to sleep it in.
Yep.
You got Swedish meatballs galore. I mean, it's not a bad place.
You got the horse meat, Swedish meatballs.
Hey, it's better than no food. They got hot dogs, too.
Well, no, but the bar had food.
It'd be like getting stuck in Costco. Costco is where you.
Oh, that'd be so great.
Costco
That's actually a good question. If you could, this is kind of hard to put on the spot, but if you could be stuck at one spot for a couple days because of a snowstorm.
I'm assuming not your home, correct?
I was about to say my apartment.
No.
I'm so funny.
You're a funny guy. Funny looking. Oh my God, Joe. Sorry, Joe. Funny looking. Brings up Joe smashed me twice. He came in to talk to me twice yesterday. Smashed me with his big nose in the face twice. Like no sense of at all of like his surroundings. But okay, so if you could choose one spot to get stuck at, where would it be?
Who the hell is that?
Joe first, I'm assuming.
No, Pat, you can go first.
Anybody.
I'm already sure. I'd choose like a history museum.
Oh,
Because
okay.
they have food and stuff. And then you could also go see, you have plenty of things to go look through the whole time.
That's a good. Hey.
Good
that's
idea, brother. Good idea.
Yeah. Cat's proud of that answer. That's
I'm
a good
choosing
answer.
Costco.
I like Costco. I would fucking love it.
Chris, they got a bouncy castle. I'm in, baby.
And they do have furniture.
They have TVs. They have
They have a
everything.
casket for you, so if you die, it's pretty easy.
They have everything there. They have energy drinks. They have
And they do have probably a place to
Yeah,
cook.
You're gonna go to the one. You're gonna go to one that sold out of Monster, and you'd be like, "What?"
Because Costco has the hot dogs and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The $1.50 hot dog. That hot dog's pretty good too. Joe?
Man, F.A.O. Schwartz in New York City. Wasn't it in Home Alone, right? You
Yes.
stayed overnight there.
It's not around there.
They're what's that? No,
gone.
F.A.O. Schwartz is gone, right?
Yeah.
I really
Joe would like
yeah.
to stay in Montgomery Wards.
I think movie theater wouldn't be bad either.
No,
Yeah.
that'd be bad. Yeah.
Yeah, I keep thinking like, oh man, you got to go somewhere with food, but so many places have food, you know.
Yeah.
Like,
You gotta imagine that they have more than just the movies that they're showing too, right?
Yeah, I'm sure.
yeah, but a movie theater, you
Because I mean, like, a movie theater wouldn't be bad, but if you get through like the six, 7
3 days.
movies,
3
The
days.
problem is where you
Depending
sit
on-
in.
like a mall. I think a
those-
mall.
Although
What
if
if
you
you
got the
got the
recliner
recliner-
ones,
Yeah,
yeah.
reclining ones. They got nice chairs.
The mall would be a good place.
Yeah, it wouldn't be too bad. I would if it wasn't a snowstorm, like say like there was a tornado or something.
Pierre would like to be stuck in church.
No.
We're gonna read from the Bible, front cover to back cover now, boys. He's like, I'm going out. I don't care. I'm gonna risk it.
I would
guys,
Six
I'm
Flags
hungry.
would
Can you
be
get me some
for
of
me
this?
would be awesome if you could be stuck at like say there's like a tornado and it like cut off the highway or something, or you're stuck there.
Because you want to have a tornado around you.
Do you,
Yes.
do you think if the workers got stuck there though, they'd keep working?
Oh, Pierre would be like, get your ass up there. I'm going
Yeah.
one more time
Let's
on
go,
Batman. Yeah.
This is
Move it around.
Let's go, baby. Now
Another
listen.
one, Devin.
Listen, you're not off the clock. You're getting paid, baby. Let's go.
Yeah.
No, that'd be so much fun.
There's no place to sleep though, really, right? Too much in the music.
Pierre would be just fucking riding the rifle the entire time.
All day, baby. Don't stop till you get enough.
Sir, I really would like to go. Not one more time, baby.
Let's go. And there's gotta be like a bounty house, right, or something.
Maybe.
Some kid stuff. Fine. Yeah,
Potentially,
Sleeping
depending
in
on
one of
the
the
music,
shops.
yeah.
there's a ton of stuffed animals that I could make a nice little fort bed.
There you go.
Okay.
You're thinking.
Listen,
you're thinking
Pat,
here. You're
you got
thinking.
Listen, I mean, it's not a history museum where you sleep on the marble floor, but you know,
No, you go to like you break into one of the things where they show like a home and you sleep in the bed there.
what if they don't actually have a bed pad? I actually used to love that at the art, wherever the one where they showed the old school like town. And you could walk through and look at like the old time like dentist hall or like an old time
I
store.
think it's a Science and Industry Museum.
Yeah,
It's just like a street, like a
Yes.
cobble road.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
Ken
yeah.
Griffith Science and Industry Museum.
is it really Ken Griffin?
Yeah.
Yep.
Ken Griffin bought the
Citadel.
Brought the naming rights to it, yeah.
And he
Yes.
bought.
the Constitution.
Yep.
Man's rich.
That's fucking. I'll be honest. I didn't know there were multiple constitutions.
Oh yeah.
We
Oh,
worked,
yeah.
we worked there talking about like rich people in Illinois. And, like they thought that Sam Zell was the rich person. Like no, it's Ken Griffin. Look it up.
Yeah.
Ken Griffin was worth like $15 billion more than Sam Zell only.
Well, Sam Zell made a lot of money off the Cubs.
Sam Zell made a lot of money in general.
I don't know
care
who that
himself.
is.
Media.
He owned the Tribune.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the-
And the Tribune owned the Cubs.
But he bought it. I think he made his money in real estate. Is what he really made it now.
And it wasn't selling the Tribune, that's for damn sure.
Well,
The Cubs doesn't make money on, but like
That is crazy levels amount of money.
yeah, the building I used to own, he had his own elevator to go to his office.
really?
Wow.
Yeah, because he used to own the company I worked for back in the day.
Huh.
Your like the actual company you work for?
Yeah, before the current owners, he was the owner of it.
Wow.
Interesting.
Oh, I got to go to his holiday parties.
Wait, what's up?
I went to his holiday parties.
His?
You had a holiday party at Park West for all of his companies that he owned, and I was one of the companies that he owned. I got to go to it.
When did he sell your company?
17.
2017?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
And we no longer got invited to the party after that.
Oh,
Even though we were in this building for a while.
what a jerk. What a jerk. Chris, how you doing?
I'm doing fine.
You starting to taste anything better over there?
No.
What time we at, Joe? Bang.
45 minutes.
45 minutes. Do we want to start? Chris, you got Tig Ol Bitties? Your Tig Ol Bitties have been...
Joe, I did your problems last week. I got you.
Yeah.
I took your parlay last weekend.
You went very bold. You went like the
The
win
rate.
and the points and
And the points was not looking good until the last 5 minutes of the game.
Oh, yeah, the Ravens?
The Michigan's up 14-0 in the first quarter, by the way.
Terrific.
Well, they were going to... in Iowa?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I was figuring.
So then who do you think the last four are going to be?
Who's going to be Cincinnati? They won.
It's going to be Cincinnati, Alabama.
It's going to be the same four that was,
Michigan.
except that Georgia's not going to be.
Oh, there's no chaos.
No. Georgia's going to be.
Because Georgia's undefeated going into this game, right? So they'll have one loss, so they'll be in. So it's still, yeah.
So Georgia and Alabama will probably flip flop.
Will Georgia and Alabama play again each other the next week then?
No, Georgia would be 3, Alabama would be 1, Michigan won't move,
And Cincinnati would be 4.
and Cincinnati would be 4. So you get Michigan and Georgia, Cincinnati, Alabama.
Either way, Joe, your girlfriend said that.
Oh, can I talk about this?
Yes, please. That's a good one. Good job, Pat.
This was fucking hilarious. So, you guys text me, Brian Kelly, or no, was it Peter? He goes,
Sarah.
the text was so great. He goes, hey, is Sarah okay? And I was like, what's going on? And you're like, Brian Kelly.
Joe looks at her. She looks fine.
Brian Kelly, just left or like is moving or something. And I was like, who the fuck is
That
Brian
was the best
Kelly?
part of it. That was my favorite part.
I was like, I don't know who this guy. I was like, is there something that I don't know about Sarah and something sports related? Like these are two different.
Joe's
things.
like, who the fuck is Brian Kelly and whooping his motherfucking ass?
Yeah, and so I walk in. Sarah's on the phone, so I can't talk to her. Then eventually, she's on the phone for like an hour. I forget.
Oh,
Oh no!
I got. Joe, you keep telling stories, right?
So, so all of a sudden, Sarah, like out of the blue, she's talking and she's like, "Oh my god!" I'm like, "Oh my god! Did she just find out?" She goes, "Brian Kelly is going to LSU." She goes, "What the fuck?" And she's like, it's got to be because they need him to clean up their system. Like if their system's messed up, like he's a real strict guy. Like he won't have them like partying and stuff like that. He's like, that's probably why. And then she found out how much he's getting paid. And she goes, oh my god, he's getting paid like $100 million.
Yeah. Like $95 million.
Yeah,
95
over
million.
10 years over. Right?
Yeah, 10 years.
Yeah.
And now,
She's like, oh my god.
no wonder you developed a southern accent in the last 48 hours.
Now I know. Yeah, she's like, now I know why he moved. She goes, there's no way Notre Dame is paying that. And if they did, they'd hear nothing but like terrible stuff from parents and whatnot. I was like, but I was like, I was texting you guys, and I was like, oh, I gotta text the guys that you found out about this. And then she starts slapping me like, what do you mean, like da 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 da? And it was just funny. It was really funny. I laughed.
You're just missing the cup.
Yeah, so as I started to tell that story, Peter goes to pour his beer into his solo cup,
It's been a long day, guys.
and he missed. He got close. He got close. A little bit went in.
Can't blame me.
A little bit went in.
Happens.
A little bit went
Here
in.
we go. Look,
Yeah.
right into the cup.
Right into the cup. I mean, 3/4 of it went to the floor, but
Yeah,
It's just Pat's table.
That's
yeah,
right.
fuck it.
Yeah.
that's why we have this protective. cloth
I mean,
on.
Joe's not gonna finish his beer, so if you want to pour a
Yeah,
little bit of
you're-
mine and
you're-
yours,
It's
You're
from
welcome.
Bob's Discount Furniture, guys. It's okay.
Yeah.
because you're a discount kind of guy like
I
that.
am.
That yeah. I mean, college football this week. The coaching carousel was absolutely
You
ridiculous.
tell me
What
that
is
you
that?
tell me that Mel Tucker only got $5 million less than Brian Kelly.
Mel Tucker's the man. Damn it.
I guess.
And then the guy from Oklahoma went to USC
Yeah, that was pretty.
Can't
crazy.
blame that because
Mr. Anderson was quite thrilled with that.
I'm
one.
sure he was. I'm thinking about that.
Something that
The crazy thing is how many recruits that he had from
Who
California that were in California that were going to Oklahoma, and he's like, they're like, wait, you're going to USC?
Yeah.
I don't have to leave the state. I can stay in
He
this
totally
nice.
screwed Oklahoma's recruiting class. Totally screwed.
Oh yeah.
Totally screwed.
And then Notre Dame decided not to go big name and took their defensive coordinator.
Yeah, because all the
Yeah.
recruits wanted him to
They also kept the offensive coordinator.
Yeah. Yes. It was a package deal.
But Sarah said something that I'm kind of confused about. So there's a chance they may make the playoffs.
Yep.
And
No, that's not anymore.
Oh, not anymore.
Not for
Not unless Iowa pulls off some big comeback here.
So sorry, Frank.
When she announced this news, or when this was announced, and she was talking about it, she goes, he wouldn't coach for the playoffs.
No.
But they're still in a bowl game, I'm assuming, though.
Yeah.
So-
but what are bowl games? If you're not in the playoffs.
I mean, you get money from them, so.
So like, had they won enough, they'd go to the playoffs, and this guy would be the person. But the defensive coach would start coaching. But
Yep.
why wouldn't he finish the season?
The Raging Cajuns coach did. But Brian Kelly's an absolute piece of shit.
Because Brian Kelly's already got a new accent, and he's down in LSU talking it up, baby.
He wanted to go to he wanted to get on the recruiting trail for LSU and start working those lines because he knows that if at $95 million, Joe, he's got to do a lot of work.
That's a lot of money. Is there there's got to be.
He could have stayed. He could have probably put it in his contract like he wanted to finish the year out.
Yeah.
But he's an absolute piece of shit.
That's
He had
insane.
Now, like the Raging Cajuns coach.
Billy Napier, baby.
I think it's the defensive coordinator or the coach for the San Francisco was a intern with.
Man, it is nothing but Brian Kelly and this accent thing.
Oh, yeah.
It's like
We gotta look at that.
Yeah, we got to play that afterwards. But Brian Kelly, when he was at Central Michigan, had these two guys come up, and they thought they were going to go to a Christmas party with him. It was in the winter. No, they had to shovel his driveway and then park cars for his guest. And then at the end of the night,
I've been taking those shovels and beating the crap out of people's cars.
at the end of the night, they had to wait until the end of the night and get cars for the guest as they were leaving.
Wasn't he at Cincinnati, too? Before
That's why I think you mean Central Michigan. I think it was.
He might have been there before.
No,
he might
he
have
was-
been there.
he was
Was he at
Central
Central Michigan?
Yeah.
Oh, I knew he was at Cincinnati.
He could have bounced. He's probably
And
he's
that
probably-
that defensive coordinator said he would never be like Brian Kelly. Brian Kelly's an absolute piece of shit. He had a 10-minute.
Well, look at his brother. His brother's a piece of shit too. Chip Kelly.
Oh yeah.
His brother Chip Kelly?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
He had a 10-minute conversation,
explains a lot.
Joe, with his team to tell him that he was leaving. They came in 7:00. By 7:15, his Lexus or Mercedes was on the road.
wow.
What an absolute piece of shit.
Jeez.
That's efficient, though. In and out.
Pat. I don't know what to say about you, Pat. Sometimes.
Oh,
Chris, you want to give
He
some
sounds like
Tig Ol Bitties?
trash.
Oh, he's an awful person.
I really didn't
All
know
right.
Chip Kelly's his coach. That's his brother. That's the thing I've learned.
Numero. Oh, there it is. There it is. Numero uno is Tampa Bay at the Atlanta Falcons. Tampa Bay is an 11-point favorite. Joe, you know what that means, right?
They're gonna win by 11 points or more.
They think that Tampa Bay will win by 11 points.
Yeah.
More. You are correct. Tampa Bay is 1-5 against the spread on the road this season, tied with the Jets for the worst cover percentage in the NFL. Its only road cover came last week against Indianapolis.
Okay, so that means don't take.
You would take Atlanta
Yeah.
to cover the 11.
Okay, I like that.
Who's Atlanta playing?
Tampa Bay.
Bay.
Thanks for paying attention.
11 points, huh? I don't know about that. They have nobody in offense.
Thanks, Pat. Go ahead, Chris. Give me your
Number 2 is our favorite team, the Bears,
the Bears.
who are 8-point underdogs at home against Arizona. Arizona is 6-0 against the spread on the road this season, the best road coverage percentage in the NFL. So
Okay.
you would take Arizona, especially if Kyler Murray's playing.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And DeAndre Hopkins was played, too.
Yeah. I found this one funny.
Yeah, but it's, you know what? You know where I would maybe stay away from that game? The weather. I think the weather could play a role in that game.
It could.
Wait.
Because they are a warm weather team.
And
who
it's going to rain.
and
But it's supposed to be 50
So,
rain. It's not gonna
wait,
be
the
cold
Falcons-
enough.
No, but it's also windy
It's
and
not
rainy.
supposed to be super warm when it's raining. It's supposed to be like 45 somewhere between 40 and
I
45.
mean, the Bears, half the good players in the Bears defense are out. I would take the points for
Okay, what do you want? You want to put a?
Oh, I owe you a shot, by the way.
You want to pull a mystery
Why?
grab out of the?
No,
You won
hell
that,
no.
that
I'd rather
Vegas
do
week.
The
Ravens.
Your choice
Yeah,
shot
Yeah.
Sure.
with the point. So you're what's the points right now, Chris?
Right now, according to this, Arizona's an 8-point favorite.
So you're taking 8 points.
Sure.
So okay, so I get 8 points. All right.
Yeah.
So
If Arizona only wins by a touchdown, Pat Lynch is screwed. He's taking a
By
shot.
the way,
Yeah.
Brian and Chip Kelly are not related.
Are they not? I could have sworn somebody said that.
that's a good S&P fact. There's next, and there's your clip.
The Falcons are supposed to win?
Falcons are not supposed to win.
Oh,
They can't
okay.
win.
Cover.
Win.
They're gonna
I
win.
had Tempt at 15 on my pick'ems, and I was like, oh, geez, I
I'm
got
gonna
to fix
move
this right now.
There's also another fun one on this because I already know, and I'm sure everybody else here in Chicago knows, but the under is 6-2 when Justin Fields starts. Unfortunately, Justin Fields is not starting this
The
week.
red-headed Rockets playing.
Yeah. So
How many times has he played this season?
This will be his
The
third
the
start.
second guy.
fourth.
I think it's
Fourth start. Because he
fifth
started.
start. Did
Third.
he
He
start the
started
first 4 games? Did he get hurt?
He
the
started
fourth
the
game?
first 2 games.
I thought you heard
No, in the second game against the Bengals, he hurt his knee, and then he started
Is he
last
supposed to
week.
be the
This will be his
starter?
4th one, I
Yeah.
think. It's either 4 or 5.
Man, now you
He
should
got
have
hurt,
his job
yes.
of the year.
Yep.
There was one more. Where the hell was it?
Joe, do you have your lock?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Uh,
What was I gonna say?
I know which one it is.
Hit me, Chris.
I gotta get down to the.
Faster, say faster.
I gotta find it. Give me a second.
Faster.
So this shot.
Faster.
This shot
They hit-
next
You know,
shot.
oh, that's what I was gonna say, Chris. Your sweater. Every time I look, so we were supposed to have a Christmas party today, but
They hit the Rams game all of a sudden.
some people had to test positive for COVID. We're not gonna talk about it. But me and Chris went with our Christmas sweaters to be festive,
Festive.
and Chris has got a wonderful Christmas sweater that says
That's-
You done messed
Messed
up,
up,
AA Ron.
And every time I look at Chris, that's literally all my head goes is,
Yeah.
y'all messed up.
Okay, so I got 2 for the Jacksonville Jaguars at the Los Angeles Rams game. Rams are 13-point favorites.
Wow.
Los Angeles has failed to cover in each of its past 5 games, all its favorites. And since the start of last season, Los Angeles is 0-4 against the spread as double-digit favorites.
Okay, so
Jaguars has that finger banging coach, right, from college?
Yes, Joseph.
Yeah.
that's one way to remember him.
Yeah. I mean, after seeing that,
Joseph Associations of Coaches and Things.
yeah.
I can see the Rams covering that just because of the fact that they desperately need to win and they need a statement. They look
So-
like crap the last few weeks.
Chris's Tig Ol Bitties say you take Atlanta and you take the Jacksonville Jaguars and we stay away from the Arizona game.
Jacksonville is 2-0 against the spread as a double-digit underdog this season, with an outright win over Buffalo as a 15.5-point underdog. Jacksonville is 3-1 against the spread when getting at least 7 points.
We'll see what happens tomorrow. I hope you're right, Chris.
I'm just letting you know that
I've already
yeah.
I've already hooked my
I already lost to Joe.
I've already hooked up to the Arizona Cardinals for this week, right? I'm doubling down here.
I lost to Joe on a 28-second last second touchdown pass that I got Joe a shot for.
You do.
Okay, but
Joe wants that tonight.
No.
If Joe wants to go get that swear jar, I'll pick
I
one
don't
out.
even want to see someone do a shot.
Joe, what is the Joe C lock of the century of the week?
Well, I was going to make it LA, but that's such a dominating, it's almost guaranteed.
Is that your 16 for the week?
Yeah.
Nice.
I have no idea what our 16 is.
Last week I didn't know what to pick him. 16.
Pierre luckily switched ours tonight. It is Dallas.
yeah.
I'm gonna
So
go with the Cardinals over
The
Chicago.
Bears.
The Bears.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Locking it in.
Locking it in with the
The
Joe
Bears.
C.
The Bears beat the fucking Cardinals. I'm going to be pissed.
I'll be sad too.
Because we've been on a pretty good
That'd
streak.
be good for Matt Nagy's job, so that'd be bad for everybody else's.
Yeah.
It would
Yeah.
not be good for Matt Nagy's job. He needs to make the playoffs. If he doesn't,
So-
He's got to win out, basically, so he needs to win out.
Yeah.
So if he, let's say,
But he's playing Green Bay the following next week.
There's
on
zero
Sunday.
chance the Bears win out.
is his contract up or how does that work?
He's got. We don't know. They don't really know how many years he's got.
You have no idea how many years he's actually got.
On his original contract, he would have next year. I think he's got a 5-year deal.
Wait, you don't know how many years any coach has?
Well, no, the Bears might or might not have given an extension. We don't really know because they didn't publicly address his contract situation in the offseason.
Oh,
Because
interesting.
he's a lame duck going into next year, I think, right?
Got
He
it.
could be. I thought he was a lame duck going into
And
this year.
they could have a coach that's so bad they just fire him.
You can always fire somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
You just gotta pay them.
yeah, it's guaranteed. I got two things to end the podcast. One that's kind of not it's probably a little bit more controversial, but I thought it was a good conversation to see what you guys thought. Did you guys hear about in Michigan, the unfortunate shooting at the high school?
Yes.
I heard about this, yes.
Did you hear that the parents got charged with manslaughter?
I did see that, yes. And the parents also went on the run.
Huh?
The parents also went on the run for like a day and a half. Where they got
Oh,
caught.
I didn't know
Supposedly,
got caught last night.
the attorney came out and said they weren't on the run.
Yeah, well, they had him on the wanted list, and they were on all ports bulletin. So you tell me what that means.
Well, I mean, yeah.
So when I originally heard that, I didn't hear all the like again S&P facts and up, but I thought maybe they just went the route of like, well, this kid shot up a school, the parents should be charged.
Not quite.
No, the parents were not. You know, they bought the kid the gun.
Well, the dad bought a gun. The dad
Like 4
showed
days before.
showed his kid how to use the gun. The mom took the kid target practicing. Then they got called to the school because the kid was making had some strange threats or strange
Comments,
behavior.
yeah.
And then the parents did nothing about it.
Yeah.
And so they refused to put him to counseling, I believe, as well.
Oh, jeez. And then the mom said, "Don't do it." Right?
Just, don't do it. Don't get caught next time doing that kind of stuff. I think that's what she said.
Oh,
A text message to him.
great.
Okay, never mind. I don't think there's really any controversy. I think they need to. You got to face something for that. But I was thinking in my head, I'm like, this is kind of a scary thought, though. If you're having kids,
Also, the gun was in an unlocked case or unlocked drawer.
It almost seems like reckless endangerment type of thing.
They charge him
Like,
with involuntary manslaughter,
Manslaughter, yeah.
which I think might be a bit. I don't know the law, but I don't know what that means. But that seems like a bit strong.
but I was thinking,
I would see more like accessory to the fact or something.
Yeah.
I was thinking that if parents were going to start being charged for kids doing things like this, like without all, this is a lot of circumstance to charge this. But if it was like, hey, you're in charge of this kid, you need to be on top of it. Like that, I thought that was kind of a scary
I think
precedent.
it's interesting. I mean, I think it would be. It's one thing like if your kid like breaks into your gun cabinet, safe or whatever, and like takes the gun without you knowing it, like that's not really on the parents. I don't think. But I think like this case, there are a lot of warning signs that the parents should have
Picked on.
a little more. I think.
Yeah.
But I think who knows if they'll get found guilty. It's kind of a hard thing to really. It's the first time, so we'll see. It'll be interesting to see how it goes.
Yeah. I know it's a weird precedent, I think. But for me, it made me scared for people who to have kids or people who have kids.
It would.
Because how do you know? Yeah.
But if that makes it less successful for kids to get guns, it's not the end of the world. I don't think it is.
Yeah.
That's true. I think that's probably the biggest issue. Is a lot of mental health issues, and he definitely was probably showing the signs of some type.
Yeah, if this kid in his mind has gone to a point where he thinks that bringing a gun to school and shooting people is a good or normal action, then obviously he something was missed along the way for him.
That's true.
I kind of along the same lines. Japan will, because suicide was becoming it's such a big thing. They if someone like in your family committed suicide, the family would be charged.
Oh, Jesus.
Like a fine.
Get out of here.
To prevent this. So that's their way of trying to stop people.
Do you know how much the fine was? It's like curiosity.
I could find out.
I know it's in yen, but it would not be no, it's not. They have
Okay, so this says fine the equivalent of $70,000 by a bus company. So it's like if they do something that endangers.
So like if you jump from the CTA, I can see that you get fined. By the CTA.
Yeah. If you do something like that, yeah.
See, that's just another like. Well, now think about so now you have to deal with the grieving of your person who's lost.
Can you imagine?
That's kind of weird because that's completely out of your. You have nothing like if.
Well, but I think the idea is that you're doing it's for if I decided to do it, it's that's going to stop me because now I'm going to put my family I'm going to put my family in a tight spot.
It's a weird thing. That's a weird.
It is odd, yeah.
And thanks, Chris. Appreciate you bringing in your. I love when controversy starts. Chris is like, I slide to the left.
Nope.
I slide to the left.
Chris, I like turtles. Turtles are cool.
Chris does the Cupid Shuffle out of that conversation.
he's like, no, not getting into that one.
Yep.
Chris,
not touching that one.
Chris,
with
the
15
COVID has
football.
made my vocal cords a little tight today.
Not touching that one with the 15 football.
And one that would have really feel good story. A guy who had heart surgery wins $1 million
Nice.
on one of those.
Oh, I heard about this.
Scratchers?
He
And
got
the
like a
scratchers.
card.
Oh,
And it was a crossword, and the winning word was
Jackpot.
Attack.
Heart.
was heart.
Really?
Yeah, it was heart.
That's
How awesome is that?
That's awesome. Yeah, he was. I think what I heard is somebody gave him a card
Yeah.
and included the lotto ticket as like a, hey, here's what, who knows what happens, and then all of a sudden, wins $1 million.
You know what they say? Don't give don't give those lotto tickets to people for like holidays and stuff, because if they win, you're just gonna be. Think about that person who gave it to them. They I'm sure they're happy, but they're also probably like.
Do you
I
think
wanna
you give money to the person that gives you?
You give him the $10 back that he spent on the card.
you know what?
And
though?
the $3.99 for the Hallmark card.
He went in for
God,
heart-
are things expensive?
He just went in for heart surgery, or did he have a heart attack?
Can
Because I'm just thinking, like, is that the best thing to
you
do
imagine
to
someone
someone?
$1 million and they give you like $9 back?
But like, can you imagine, like, you just went in for heart surgery, and now you have this moment that just like shoots
Oh,
all
it's
this like,
so
adrenaline through
that's
your body?
insane. You're right.
Like,
I didn't think
what
about
if
it that
he
way.
just like, oh my god, I won $1 million.
I'm dying again!
Wait, what was her name? The big one.
The big one, Elizabeth.
Elizabeth.
The big one.
Coming.
Did you ever see the movie Vegas Vacation, where the guy at the end, where they're doing the keynote, and he's like, I won the money. Like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I won the money. It's-
And
You know
he
who-
has a heart attack, and then he's like, what do you say to you? Cash the ticket in.
He had open heart surgery.
That's wild. Yeah.
So yeah, no, Joe. You know what? That's a hell of a way to look at it.
Yeah, I know it's like terrible, but it's like you'd be so
No, you're
excited
right.
in that moment.
And then it's like
The stress it puts on your heart. Yeah.
I need deep breaths. Bring the oxygen over here,
Yeah.
please. Give me the oxygen.
Like I'm sure you
Gonna ramp that oxygen up,
The
please.
doctor goes, "Hey, we're gonna give you the surgery."
no excitement.
For the next couple of days, yeah,
No
just
stress.
very low stress situations. If something bad does happen, maybe not tell them. We want them to have a nice recovery. You just won $1 million.
I'm so happy. I'm so great.
Bye!